of that match. Composure remained intact, as does the lead here, up 2-0 against Ally, who is desperate to get on the board right now.
All right, so he's switching back to his main color right here. Obviously, the money color didn't breed results that he was looking for. Too early on the grab there from Void, so he does let him get out of a slippery combo. Here we go.
Nice little back and forth right here. And I love the fact that Void is always just so committed, just going for that follow-up with the footstool. Like it's been getting him a lot of good position as well as damage.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Back throw got him off stage here. Oh. Yeah. I was super close right there. You know, obviously, if you want to get those early kills, you're going to have to try to throw out those up smashes as a Sheik. That is your strongest smash.
Sure.
One of your strongest move pretty much altogether when it comes down to it. But yeah, only if you get the sweet spot. And you'll see it happen quite a bit where Sheik will do things like fourth throw and wait for the air dodge to do or neutral air up smash. Very reminiscent to Fox, so. All right. Wow.
I just threw that out like, all right, look. Need some space.
Okay, back down to the ground here. Got one. Oh!
All right, that was a great answer right there. Mid-air, just throwing out that upbeat.
Wow, I didn't even know Void still had his jump right there. So Void managed to get back on the stage. Ally was looking for the 2-frame back air, but a little late on the draw.
Just a tad. Shield jukes. I love the way Ally uses his air, too.
Scoop, down throw. Not going to be able to get the follow-up there. Void, though, going to get his own throw here. Got him in the air. I mean, never that position you really want to be in Smash. However, just the raw bouncing fish.
It was so good to delay it just a little bit, honestly, to catch the landing and come up with a tremendous stock. This is huge for Void. One away from delivering a very potent 3-0. For Void, would it be a hell of a start to the day? For Ally, though, got to be a little bit of a confidence shaker if he has to fall here 3-0.
All right. Not going to say, oh, okay, the fadeaway up there, but just damage right there. Not going to get the stock just yet. Boy, back on stage. Trying to preserve this as long as possible. You can see him playing that edge game quite well. Gets the throw. Not going to be able to finish off that. It's unfortunate here for Ally. Got to find a way to get the stock off sooner than later. Oh,
again.
It's a foot stall off of that. Wow.
Oh, boy. I like it, though. I like it. You're feeling yourself right there. You got all the momentum in the world. Why not go for a big play? Quick ender. We know Ally, not a stranger to making these comebacks, trying to not let that be the case, but just did not work out in his favor on that one. However, notice, unfazed by the SD in any way. Still full control here on FD. Putting the screws to Ally, who's just struggling to get any kind of offense going.
I mean, he had a full lead, so you definitely can't take anything away from him right there. That was one of those risk versus reward type down airs where, yeah, I can lose my stock, but I still have a solid lead if I don't get you with it. And I definitely like the attempt here. Hasn't taken too much damage here on his second stock yet, but he's already got Ally at 134, so could see our first 3-0 of this group. Ally cannot manage to bring this one back, and I think that is going to call it. Void tying up his his set count here with Ally, but also moving on with a 3-0 victory over him.
Yeah, we saw just a couple moments ago, Ally was kind of put in a similar situation, was able to get out of it, with the air dodge, but that time Void calling it right, and he delivers a solid 3-0 victory.
Yeah, he called him out pretty hard right there. I mean, I feel like that last one wasn't even that hard of a call out though, because he waited so long for that air dodge. Like, it's like they were just drifting, where he could have potentially jumped away or something like that. Instead, he still gave it the air dodge.
He understands,
and knew exactly what to do about it.
You're at that kind of percent, you're a little shook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a little shook. So, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean,
you guess right. You guess right.
It definitely happens. You know, you guess right. You guess right, as you said. But Void really was kind of controlling this entire set. Actually, so I mean, it seems like Ally was kind of playing from behind like every time. You know, any heat that he got, he didn't seem to keep his his momentum going for nearly as long as Void was.
Definitely.
Except for right there, that was full-on momentum down to the bottom blast zone. But yeah,
I think that sealed it away. Yeah, we saw the majority of the kills in this set too really come from up air from Void. So it's really on the money with those landings. Just look at that trapping game.
That was beautiful stuff.
Beautiful conversions and so much damage.
The Void combos, man. I was trying to see exactly how much he could get off of those of those footstools, and it seemed to be about 50% on every time. So there's that first weight that we saw, you know, jump straight up, making it look like he was going to go for a quick up air, but instead he waits for it so he can get that maximum distance.
Again, up air really being Void's best friend throughout this set, as we see yet again.
The ender right there.
Yep.
So.
That's going to do it right there. So beautiful play from Void. Feel encouraged, though. Still, Ally, still a long way to go in this group. We have still a good chunk of matches to go.
Yeah, a good chunk of matches indeed, but we are going to go ahead and check out my man Swar at Soylent's Bar with Swar. What you doing over there, Swar?
So we had a set count of 3-2 in Ally's favor before that set, but now we're actually to 3-3, which is awesome for Void. Personal hero as a Sheik main myself. Seeing him succeed at an event of this scale is nothing short but extraordinary. The last time that they met was at PAX Arena at PAX West, where Ally did beat him twice, and before that it was Genesis 4, way earlier in the year, back in January. But Void did get the best of him at DreamHack Atlanta, which was a notable tournament for him because he did seize silver for that event, and then MomoCon 2017 up there in Georgia. So Ally Void, they got a pool ahead of them that is still yet to unravel. Ally is 5-2 against the rest of the pool, which of course includes Tweak and Wadi. And then you have Void, who's 5-5, now 6-5 because he took that set from Ally. So that being said, a lot's, hasn't been played out. We just saw two extraordinary sets that might have gone as planned, but of course there's still surprises along the way. Second at Genesis 4 for Ally, and fifth at Shine leaves him with a pretty good set of results and peaks this year, and that second at DreamHack Atlanta, we'll see how far that carries Void. So, back to Z-Fly, we're going to go ahead and see what he has for us now on the stage.
Let's get our next set rolling with Phoenix One Tweak and CLG Void.
I'll tell you what, no shortage of Void supporters in the venue, as we just saw a lone fangirl armed with signs, just invading the bar with Swar.
Yeah, just a rabid fangirl right there. Probably didn't even get no Soylent. However, I definitely could have got onto that Soylent train. I forgot to eat breakfast this morning. That would have been the perfect meal replacement for...
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
No milk, no dairy, all soy.
Soylent.
And now on,
it's great.
On to your boy, that being Void. Going to go up against one of his buddies, Tweak. Certainly no shortage of action again in this group, man. I was looking at this, and you go down these groups, and you're like, okay, you got high-paced players, a little more defensive players in other groups, and this is all high-paced, man.
And here's our head-to-head right here with these two. Void actually having the set count for 2017 against Tweak. However, Tweak has been on a tear as of late.
Sure, certainly.
So we'll see how that plays out this time around. The win rates very comparable. Tweak's just a little higher than Void's right here, but Void, obviously got some of those platinum wins under his belt as well. 159 and a 55, while we have 189 and 52 here. So we're going to see exactly how this plays out this time around when it comes into this set. Is this going to be the set that ties them up, or will Void be able to take another set over here and thus, moving farther along as far as it comes to the head-to-head count?
That is indeed the question, and the answer will not be too far behind, my friend. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, okay, if I'm Tweak, I'm not happy with how things started out, right? I understand it's far from over, but I'm not happy with how things started out. Do you think if game one does not go his way with the Cloud, do you think we'll see that DK counterpick? I know he's very comfortable with that character.
I know that character does quite well against Sheik. As far, we saw a lot of situations where DKs have been taking out Sheik, or the people who can play DK have decided to swap to DK for that exact reason. You think all the way back to Civil War. Hikaru came over here, made waves with that DK.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so I think he even had Void switch off of his Sheik to Fox at a point in time because of the DK. So, we'll see if these switches end up coming into play here. But we're going to start with our try and choose as the first game comes out with the Cloud and the Sheik.
No doubt about it, man. And one thing about Cloud here, you're gonna see Tweak play a little more on the defensive end, because one big time thing that you notice with Sheik is once she hit Cloud, man, she's so good at just kind of escorting him off the stage. And if Tweak doesn't have his limit, his recovery is just that much more susceptible to a very, very strong character like Sheik, especially off the stage.
Yeah. So right now, man, you're gonna see a very I say a very slow developing neutral at the beginning until we get to a point where someone gets that hit, because both these characters can definitely rack up some damage after getting that first hit. It's just a matter of not giving up that first hit so easily. So You see, like, look at the way the Void's playing. Minimal spacing right here. He's micro spacing here on the right side, but he's still finding the hits successfully against Tweak.
That he is. A ton of them. Tweak, though, striking back almost immediately as you finish that sentence, almost as if he heard you, man.
Yeah.
He's coming to life right now with that grab. Void, however, finding his and really just trying to apply the pressure, force him off of that limit, make things just a tad bit easier on the stage.
All right. So down throw into the up air. Not going to be able to get that up air in in the mix right there. Unfortunate for him. I don't think that was going to take stock, but we are on Town and City, so anything goes.
Oh,
and he has full limit. Oh, that was wild. And he's not going to lose the stock for it. I'm surprised he actually didn't go for the finishing touch.
I actually thought he would pull the trigger. I mean, we saw a situation in his last set against Wadi where he did something unsafe like that on the shield, and he ate it up with a finishing touch.
And so, unfortunate for that, he ends up losing his stock first after that. Void getting a nice little cross up on the left side into a F smash. And not a move that you see Sheik throw out too often.
Oh, and this is what I'm talking about, man. Just that pressure that she can apply onto Cloud, forcing him out of that limit.
Yeah.
Back onto the stage, man, but back into the clutches here. Void like an absolute runaway freight train with this offense.
Well, I love seeing that up tilt, that reverse up tilt hit like that. But, just swipes him off right there. The windshield wiper, wiping that man right off that stock.
Tell you what, it was clean. Don't get it twisted.
Definitely was clean. Man came straight from the car wash. Got that new liquid. Anyway.
We out, man.
So, here we are. Gets the back throw. Not going to... Oh, Actually, I thought he knew that platform was there, and he was going to go straight up for the up smash. He hit the ground. Could have got the perfect, tippered, sweet spot up smash right there. Possibly would have finished the game right there. Oh, it would have been amazing.
That would have been pretty nutty.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Void still finding himself in the lead ever so slightly.
All right. So Void, as you said, just slightly in the lead. Doesn't want to take
against a limit Cloud, it's always slightly.
Yeah, it's always slightly. It doesn't matter where you're at. 30, 0, it's only slightly.
Slightly, ma. Don't get it twisted here.
So he's playing quite safe, though. He's playing that nice, retreating aerial game. Gets an up air. Is that going to be enough? It is not enough. Another one, though, that should definitely be it, yeah.
Going back to back.
Did not allow that man to touch that stage again. Thought he was going to be safe landing on that platform, but Void sniped that one out.
He didn't get to the platform.
It didn't even get to the platform.
Got intercepted, bro. TSA, man, you got randomly selected. I'm sorry.
No fly zone. Yeah. Speaking of TSA, man, so when I went through this weekend, my hands actually caught the Nitro O2 thing, so they had this full-on pat me down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, man, what happened? He was like, yeah, you got cats at home? Because I had a couple cat hair strands. He was like, yeah, man, sometimes they be triggered. So now I'm about to kick all my cats out. Anyway, no, I gotta get to the planes, my guy.
We're off, man, as we take flight here into game number 2. Now, we had mentioned a potential character switch. We alluded to the DK, but it looks like the Bayonetta will be what Tweak is falling back on right now. We've seen this Bayonetta multiple times come through for Tweak.
Yeah, what's interesting is even I've also done this, but every commentator I've heard recently when we talk about Tweak, we always leave out the Bayonetta. It's fresh.
Yeah, exactly, man. We're still kind of adjusting to the fact that, we know that he's accumulated some tremendous wins, obviously, with his Cloud, with his DK as well. But the Bayonetta, we do kind of it does kind of get overlooked at times, man. But this is one of the top, in my opinion, one of the top 3 Bayons I've seen personally. Okay. Salem and Captain Zach, obviously, leading the charge for sure, man. But Tweak's certainly up there with them.
Yeah, man. So, it's... I want to continue to see his Bayo do well, so that way people will remember that it does exist. But I still miss the DK. I'm not really. It's one of those characters. It's like you don't get to see too much representation until it comes to a counter pick. However, I don't know if this Bayonetta pick has been working out for Tweak just yet. Got a little damage there, but was not able to find that killing blow, and he ends up taking a killing blow himself right there from Void.
You already know Void notorious for being pretty proficient in this particular matchup. So things not going to get any easier for Tweak. Again, trailing in our second game. Up and over he goes, just creating space. That's the way you got to do it, man. Tweak looking to close it out, though.
Full-on shots right there from Tweak. Was not able to get him off the side blast zone, though. So now Tweak chasing him left and right here. Gets the down tilt to the up air. Yeah, there it is.
Absolutely beautiful play right there from Tweak. Great reaction, great follow-up.
Right. So, as I said, Tweak lost that stock, but did not take too much damage after losing that stock. So now he seems to be in a good position to at least get himself back into this game. So,
one of those things about Bayonetta is she quite literally is never out of the game.
All right.
It's just something you just kind of, and that's the reason you see players like you got to approach her and play, pins and needles all the time. Because it's one conversion away from a comeback that you just didn't think was possible.
Not enough.
Void trying not to fall prey. He has done an excellent job maintaining this lead from start to finish. Playing from behind the entirety of this game so far.
It looked like he definitely ducked that grab. I mean, he didn't, but he ducked at the same time. The grab came through, so. All right. So now putting that pressure on that side platform, but. Okay, managed to get out of that situation.
Just barely, though.
Well, that was smart right there from Void. I mean, he covered a decent amount of options from just throwing that grenade out there. You can't wait for so long as Bayonetta to side B and up B back to the stage without not being comfortable. Oh my God, he needed that neutral air to get out that situation.
That was such a big time catch from Tweak right there on the ledge.
Okay.
Void, however, striking back. Tweak has brought this back into a very, very doable percent, however.
A throw. Okay, Tweak is going to jump away. However, almost got the bouncing fish there. Gets the fourth throw. Not going to be enough. That joint looks strong, though.
I'm saying, bro.
Oh, if he would have connected that, I was like, that's a conversion right there. That is a conversion.
Definitely the one he was looking for. Void not giving it to him, however. Oh, the jab to dash attack. So brutal.
Yeah, man. Void has been doing quite well. Let's make sure Tweak's good before I talk about what Void's going on right now. Tweak is really beating himself up over these losses right here. But again, I understand where he is at for the sole fact that, when you lose two, the pressure is on.
Right.
You lose two, the only way you're getting out is if someone else gets bodied.
It's so stressful, and you see it written all over his face. And that's just a testament to how much he wants this, right? He's just such a talented competitor, man. And the last time he was in this building, he took the tournament. You know what I mean? So obviously coming in here with high expectations, it's just not working out thus far. Void has just been on another level as far as competing, and his execution has been. Tweak, though, needs to just keep his head in the game. There's a reason these are contested in best of fives, and right there, he's looking defeated, and that's what you hate to see.
Yeah, you can't. You guys. Oh yeah, you definitely can see the player cam. Yeah, he's looking extra defeated right there in his player cam. I mean, his face is right in the entire story. It doesn't even look like he's like, this is the Tweak that we know and love to be playing right now. I mean, my man is just going through the motions. Void is making a full combo video out of him right now, and Tweak just going to let it go.
That's hard to see.
Yeah, man.
That really is hard to see.
That's a heartbreaker.
Obviously, two amazing competitors. It's just, I feel like the pressure mounted a little bit when he was trailing, and I think it didn't help the fact he was already down a set coming into this game. So it's a lot to deal with. We understand how talented Tweak is, an amazing competitor, but, even the best are susceptible to cracking.
Early games right there. Maybe he didn't get good last night. Also, the competition is fierce right out the gate. This was not a tournament. This was definitely just basically the invitational part of 2GG's championship. So everyone that you play here is already at the top level.
Exactly. This isn't pools. It's a grouping.
Yeah.
It's a grouping of the most talented players throughout a span of a 12-month circuit. You know it's not going to be easy. And we have a couple of highlights for you guys to take you back and show you exactly how we got to this point. Game number 1, Tweak electing to go with his Cloud. Void, of course, on that sheet. Nice little cross-up off the ledge.
Yeah. And so, I mean, as I said, Void really just all over this man for this entire set yet again. Did not let that man hit the platform in that situation. Looks like Void Tweak thought he was going to get the safe landing, but Void just sniped that one out. And then he opted to switch to the Bayonetta, something that we've seen a lot recently, but I feel like that close game really just rattled him.
That's what I was thinking. Tweak needed that game. I think that would have actually changed the entirety of that set. And then we just see that essentially just, 0 to death in away from Void.
Look at that, man. Void only taking 8%.
Just going to call it right there.
I feel like there's a state with more tax than that. That's crazy.
Damn.
It's got to be somewhere,
man. I feel like we might be in it, man. Yeah. You see the price of a burger lately?
Yeah, 112, man.
Come on, Cali.
112. So, yeah, I mean, very unfortunate that we had to see it go down like that. Yeah. However, Tweak does have another, opponent to play, so hopefully he's not so defeated that he doesn't want to play anymore. He does have to play Ally a little later on in this setup.
A lot of things can go wrong and can go right for you. Again, Nairo is a story to tell you about that from yesterday. So, Tweak, keep your head up, keep hope alive, and we wish you the best of luck.
Most definitely. But we are going to get, we're going to be throwing it straight over to Z-Fly real quick to see what, we're going to actually throw it to Vicky real quick to see what we have going on next.
Let's hear from him.
Thank you, TK and EE. And I am here with Void Bear and Void. And Void, you were clutching your heart as you were walking over towards me, and you're getting ready for the rest of the competition. What were you just telling me right now?
Well, first off, with me and Tweak, like, we're both competitors, but I really do, like, look up and respect him, not only as a friend, but as a player, too. So it's really heart-wrenching being in the position where you have to play in bracket. It happens even at other tournaments, but this tournament means so much that it'll be difficult for anybody if they have to take a loss. However, even though I 3-0'd both Tweak and Ally, if I'm not mistaken, it calculates head-to-head before it calculates game percentage. So if Wadi loses to Ally and beats me, he's still first seed. So I have to keep looking forward.
Just keep moving forward through bracket, and I wish you the best of luck versus Wadi, especially, Void.
Thank you.
Back to you, Z-Fly.
Congratulations, Void. You are one set away from securing your victory and journey into top 8 on Sunday. But now let's check out Cloud9 Ally and the newly appointed Warrior of Love, EMP Wadi.
We in competition. They're trying to be friends. There's no time for friends until this group is over.
Hey, I like that. I actually like the little. What was that? The little Warrior of Love. I think Z-Fly said. What a great description right here. So certainly no love lost between these guys, man. I mean, Ally always the competitor that he is, but Wadi just, I don't know. It's something about when you're feeling good, playing good. You know, I feel like that he is the literal definition of that right now at this event. We saw him already cause what I would consider an upset earlier, obviously against Tweak with the 3-2 victory, man. Now looking to go up against Ally here to take a look at the graphics to get a better understanding of what they've done throughout this year.
Apparently, they never got a chance to play this year, so this will be their first time. First time at it. 171.47 right here, the 78.4% win rate. Wow, we have 91.29, 75.8. So very comparable. Or 78.4. Sorry, yeah, very comparable right here. As far as win rates go. But again, Wadi, just newly starting to get his travels really out there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you gotta give credits to his sponsor as well. Helping take care of him on that tip for sure. And honestly, it's been a while since I've seen these two fight. I think the last time I saw TK was actually at the last Big House, right, where I would say Wadi caused that upset when he beat Ally on the winner side of things. A lot of people were just like, wow, that's when they really started to see, this is definitely somebody to be reckoned with. So we will see if a year makes the difference here, Wadi versus Ally, as our group stages continue on.
All right. So yeah, man, this matchup, man, it's one of those matchups where I always be like, I feel like Mewtwo should be able to do well here.
Yeah.
Because of the range that he does get on Mario. But Mario, somehow, in my opinion, does quite well in matchups where people have range, but also don't want you to get in at all, because he can just drift in just like that at all time. You make one mistake, and he's drifting in with that Nair, and he's going to get maximum damage off that.
I absolutely agree with you on that one, man. Ally always wanting to make the most out of those situation opportunities that are presented in front of him. So we have a relatively even contest to start this first game off. Trading blow for blow, something that you alluded to in the last set we hadn't seen too much of.
All right.
Okay, I like it. Trying to get him to drop the shield, and then just going for it again.
That's the mix-up right there, man. Who expects you to go for it again? That's for glory play right there. When you're high level, you just forget that's even an option.
Exactly.
He threw out the same move twice.
Who is this guy?
Okay, Scoop, back throw, not going to be able to finish just yet. However, Maze keeping him off stage right here. Even game as far as percentage goes. Wadi a little more susceptible to losing that stock, though. Oh, beautiful. What a chase down.
That was a great follow-through by Ally. Understanding Wadi's options right there, and then just capitalizing fully.
All right, Wadi right here. Got to find his way to get this stock off 112 to this 30%. So not looking too bad for him just yet.
Not at all.
Not anything he can't get back if he does get the stock off in a reasonable time. Not sure you should be throwing for shadow balls all recklessly like that with the option of a cape. Ally still has that, could throw that right back at you, taking maximum damage. Gets the forward air, not enough though.
Yeah. Ally hanging in at 131. See him just kind of turn around there off the ledge, returning with a very aggressive option. That back air, always a good option for this man.
Another forward air. Still not enough right here. Keeps hitting these forward airs, but not in the position on the stage that's going to get him the KO. So now, the up air. Wow. Okay. Big tail.
That was a little ambitious on Ally's part. I understand, trying to make sure, hey, just back up off me, dog. Don't touch me at all.
Yeah, it seemed like he really wanted to he wanted to break that combo, but I mean.
But those are those openings that Wadi loves to see because he seldom lets them go. Coming up with yet another big stock. Oh, wow. And that was smart by Ally. Just back off. You understand that up B maybe came out a little too soon. Not close enough to the stage.
Yeah.
Didn't even feel the need to go for the cape, right? Just go ahead and let him drift down. That was really smart and great awareness from Ally to realize that.
I think if he was facing forward, maybe at that point in time the magnet hands would have came through, but the magnet hands don't be working that well from the back.
Right.
I'll be facing the stage there. So first game going to be going to Ally. Wadi though, I mean, kept it decent. Won't say he's out of this competition by any means. Again, my man just made a comeback against Tweak earlier on. So we got full-on senpai screen right here. Let's go. She might as well be playing. Miss Boston.
Miss Boston.
My bad.
Miss Boston.
That's Miss Boston over there.
Miss Boston, actually. You're going to find out why.
So anyway, here we are at game 2. Why they starting to get, these neutral air pressure right here, but not getting the full strings that we're used to seeing.
Right.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Nice little delay on the shadow ball.
Back on stage.
Like a much better start for Wadi. However, as soon as I say that, we see Ally begin to just chip into the lead.
Ally's full-on jumps right here. Maybe expecting Wadi to go for the grab. That full hop over someone's grab definitely leads to a decent amount of punishes right here. Wadi playing it safe. Got a nice little percent lead, and now playing that retreating aerial game. So I think he wanted that smash.
Yeah, he definitely wanted that smash. I think Ally was aware of that too, just reacted a little quicker. However, the up throw will get it done. One of Mewtwo's best traits right there, just being able to kill off the throw so solidly and effectively. It's Ally finding out firsthand.
Wadi's success really attributed right now to how many, that's crazy. He got 2 frame though, so that's good. Managed to get another jump because of the 2 frame. But yeah, I was saying really attributed to the amount of shadow balls that he's getting right here and the amount of pressure and the way that he's still keeping this pressure up against Ally. Ally really hasn't been able to get himself like any of those solid combos that we saw from the first game. The jab lock though, but he does not get the second jab or anything at least just an F smash. Man, what an F tilt? Come on, man. That's disrespectful. You gotta lose the game now.
Keeping it real, right? Oh, wow. And Ally going real deep, trying to make it happen. He'll settle for the trump, which will lead into the back air.
I don't know what his control setup is. Maybe he has tilt stick, and he went for like an F smash with the controller, but doesn't get a hard enough smash, so he ended up getting the F tilt. But unfortunate for him right there. However, don't want to count him out by any means. The turnaround.
Bro, what?
He said, look at me.
The jukes.
Get off the mark of the grab right there. Again, man, that's that just drifting in with the nair. Such a threatening hitbox. Oh, was the drift back. I like the catch right there from Wadi.
Definitely. If I'm Wadi right now, can we talk about how they
just changed the camera? Let's go.
So Ally taking not only out of that match, but out of the camera as well.
Okay, so Wadi right now, man, playing pretty well. I feel like he kind of gave up a little capital right there with the way he was playing, not getting that stock off. Would have been great for him to get that F smash just to threaten the fact that I can win this game now. But he kind of let that one rock. Like I was not expecting that at all.
Not at all. As we go ahead, gonna run a game at number 3. Ally always an advocate here. Going right back to Smashville.
Okay. And there it is, man. And just like I was saying that Ally has a really good nair. Obviously, Mewtwo has one as well. Longer lasting hitbox, can drift forward and back with it. So even if you roll behind, you might end up getting caught with that last hitbox. Most likely into a down tilt or a grab or something like that.
No doubt about it. Getting a ton of utility out of that as well. All right, so we see Ally trying to create some space though. Wadi hunting him down.
Oh, okay, Wadi going for the big up air right there, but Ally managed to get through that situation, and now back down to the ground, adding on some extra damage here. Pretty even between our competitors, 80 to 70. You know, you always got to bring up that Mewtwo weight, man. Even when it's even, I mean, it really isn't.
I'm telling you. It just always just boggles me because that tail's so thick. It's just like...
Okay, another back air. Yeah, he lands that one. So I'm trying to, you know, retreat over to that platform, but he was not able to do it. Now, I like the double cam that we got going on right now on the right side. That's good.
This is lit. This is lit.
Yeah, man.
So, like what they're doing here. Definitely like what I'm seeing from Ally. Looking to build this lead a little bit more. Right now, they're all about getting back to the stage safely. You see Wadi just always threatening right there. Shadow balls. Looking for an up air on that attempt, but Ally able to beat him to the punch, beat him to the ledge right there on that exchange. What a cape!
Okay. Yeah, luckily for Wadi, he's not getting flustered right here and throwing out, you know, an up B early right there or anything like that, because that could spell imminent doom for him. You know, when you get caped, you're pretty much in that reverse controls for a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh! Okay.
Sparks flying, man.
Oh, what is he doing down there? Everyone's making it back, though. That's
living,
crazy.
that's what he's doing. But for how long is the question at 133? So fragile is that stock, and that's going to do it right there. Yeah. However, still in control is Ally.
82%, and now 86, man. Wadi has got to get these neutral air, combos and strings going for him right now if he wants to find any way to get back into this game. Gets one neutral air, but not landing where he probably wants it to go.
All right.
I believe. Honestly, I got hit. I definitely rolled.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm out of pools at that. All right, so slight look of concern on the face of Senpai, and for good reason here. Ally now up 2-1 against Wadi. One more to take this win here. Wadi, of course, looking to stay alive. We saw him in a similar situation in his opening game against Tweak, and he would be able to not only take game 4, but win the 5th one pretty commandingly. Let's see if history will repeat itself.
Yeah, definitely very interested to see exactly how this goes down. We did get a game 5 earlier with Wadi. We're going to get another one. He's opting to go to Lilat here.
Served him well against Tweak.
Yeah.
Getting that big time win in that 4th game. Now looking for another one.
Okay, and Ally looking for some early stocks right here.
Just starting off with the quickness.
Some big damage right at the beginning of the game. Getting himself a nice combo. However, the combo breaker with the neutral air. Right? Push him off to the left side. We got 83% here on Ally. So a good start off here for Wadi. I mean, you really got to attribute his success to how well he's able to play the hit and run game mostly. So he can still get Shadow Ball charges here, but also make sure that Ally knows that he's not in control or he's not getting that stage positioning back the way he wants. So, scooped up. Thought he was going to go for the back air. A little off the mark.
Trying to find an opening. Piece together a little bit of a string. Although his evasion, Wadi's evasion hasn't been on the money up until that point.
Yeah.
Woof.
Well, he definitely needs that evasion to come back
I'm
up to get around that forward air, so he's still living. Oh!
Beautiful play.
That was clean. C-U-H-L-E-A-N, clean.
And I'm talking about a capital C.
Oh my, that was nice. I got to give him up to that one right there. Wadi, though, managed to come back and immediately answer back, so he does not allow Ally to build on this lead.
That's what you got to do, man. You keep your head in the game, keep that composure looking nice, and you're able to maintain even through the deadliest of storms, which is exactly what you are going up against when you're playing somebody like Ally.
Yeah, man. This is the Ally that we
of offense.
come to know and love, man. The Ally that we missed. This is 2016 Ally right here, man. He's starting to get those plays that we're like, man, he's the best Mario.
There it is.
Okay, Wadi actually had the the right idea right there, but he just did not input anything after. He was right up on him.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking to myself, as soon as he was forced off that ledge, pressured situation for Wadi, very limited options, and Ally just snuffing out the one he selected. beautiful placement on that forward smash.
Yeah, man, that was just a solid game right there from Ally, man. From the Nude Slayer at the ledge, go ahead and catch him on the recovery, and then just the full charge F smash. I mean, Waddy really wanted to just probably wait out his time. That's why you saw him go for the confusion. However, it pushed him closer to it. So
it did. So well done right there. We saw that stage, very valuable to Waddy against Tweak, but not going to have the same result against Ally. He secures the win 3-1.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been a pretty interesting, group so far. Everyone has a win, except for Tweak, but everyone seems to have a win right now. So, Waddy beat Tweak. Then we actually had the replays real quick though. So let's go ahead and that first. We saw such great gameplay between these two competitors. Waddy only getting the one victory over Ally, but as I said, it seemed like Waddy had the stage control for most of the games, but he just did not have the ways to close the stops.
Yeah, I agree with you. The difference being between them, it was down the stretch. Ally just able to kind of just convert a little better, clutch it out, and just find himself, or put himself, I should say, in just better situations overall. You see that first game Waddy was able to take, but unbeknownst to the cheering at the time, would be his only one. Good close out back air on that one.
Yeah, man, closing out indeed. So, went for it all right there. You saw that just deep gameplay, but both of them managed to make it back, man. All right. So Ally he's been looking real good this tournament this time around. Yeah, no rage.
YouTube.
Light body, man.
Light F, man. That Atkins diet.
Well, not completely light body. He's actually super heavy if you look at the Pokemon games. It's just for some reason he telekinetically makes himself lighter. So not really helping him out in this game. Yeah. Maybe in Pokemon.
Telekinetic? What the hell is he thinking? I got some questions, man. But right there, the answer from Ally secures the win, and that completes that.
Yeah, man. So that was a huge, huge win right there for Ally. As I say, he wanted to keep himself back into the running. But we're gonna see what our next match is. Z-Fly, what you got for us, man?
We're wrapping up Group C here at the Esports Arena in the 2GG Championship. Let's get C9 Ally and Phoenix 1 Tweak out here.
So we have Tweak back on stage, hopefully, and hopefully he's managed to shake off some of his nerves, get himself a win here in this group. So right now we have Waddy over Tweak, and then Void over Ally, and then Void over Tweak, and then Ally over Waddy. So again, as I said, man, according to the head-to-head, may not be the greatest thing that Tweak is going up against right now. Already has two losses to Ally right here, but again, the win rates are actually identical. 171-47 and 189-52, so.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. That's rough.
That's rough.
You know what I mean? You're coming in already, 0-2 in matches thus far, and then you're going up against somebody who you're, 0-2 against as well so far throughout the season. But it's these situations where if you're going to rise to the challenge, it is now. You don't get discouraged. If anything, just keep yourself motivated. You know what I mean? Like Ally's been playing again to that level, that championship level that we've known him for quite a while, man. But Tweak is just somebody whom you can never sleep on. As long as he's got confidence, man, he's got a chance.
Yeah, but these two last matches really kind of define who's going to get out of this pool. Because Void already having the 2 wins. I think Void can actually get out for free, even if he loses to Waddy. But now it really comes down to what these sets look like as far as tiebreakers go.
Yeah.
Tweak and Waddy was 3-2. Ally and Waddy was 3-1. But then we have to figure out what Ally does against Tweak, and then what Void does against Waddy. So, yeah, man, this is down to the wire here, folks. Down to the wire of who's going to be the second person to get out of this Group C. I don't know who's talking to Ally, but he's been hard shaking his head already. And okay, so we have the Diddy Kong coming out for Tweak.
Now this is new. This is new. I've never personally seen Tweak's Diddy Kong before. I know, obviously we talk about his Bayonetta, his DK, his Cloud. That's obvious stuff right there. But for him to bring out the The Diddy Kong.
And the taunt as well. Just,
Why not, man?
Oh.
Get yourself back in the game by any means necessary.
okay.
It is a little stunning to me that he would actually opt to bring out the Diddy Kong. You know, we know the track record that Ally does have against a player like Zero. Tends to do pretty well against his Diddy Kong, but you know what? Sometimes that's just player specific, man.
I mean, we've seen a lot of players kind of pull out that Jank Diddy Kong as of recent, man. We saw Ally pull that out one time. We saw Nairo's Jank Diddy Kong, and that was not what I was expecting to see off that neutral air, but that was a beautiful step ladder combo.
That was definitely pretty nasty here. And, all right,
well, that's got to go. That's
you know
done.
what?
That's canceled.
That's when you start reaching into your back pockets. Okay, just stick to the front ones. Just stick to the front ones, man. Stick to the front ones. Let's bring it back.
Oh man, just tap. No, where my keys at right
Just
now?
calm down.
That's canceled right there. All right, so he's switching to another character. We're actually gonna get the Donkey Kong this time. Respectable pick. You know, something we were expecting to see a long time ago. He does have Donkey Kong that's got him quite a few wins here, but I mean, as I'm looking at Tweak, he really just looks like he doesn't want to be here anymore. Like,
Could be the case, man. We are seeing him opting to go for these secondaries, man. Definitely, I mean, you know, kind of just, you know, I don't really know what Tweak's mindset is right now. We can only kind of guess for the most part. But we shall see. Again, we know this DK has gotten him several solid wins in the past. No reason to think he can't do it again.
yeah. All right. So right now he's going to have to play the patient game. Well, both of them are pretty much forced to play the patient game. When you're playing against DK, you know, the reason why you are playing patient is because how easily he can get that grab and then rack up that damage.
Right.
And even though, you know, Ally has some great combos as well against these heavy characters, it's still DK. You know, you mess on one combo and he gets that grab, that's damage right back that you probably just delivered. So.
Absolutely agree with you on that one, partner.
All right.
I like the pressure we saw come out on the left side from Ally. However, Tweak, though, able to kind of fade it. Not able to fade that down smash, however. Eats it right to the face.
Oh, scoop, up throw. Goes for the 50-50 right there, but I guess he had too much rage to even get all the way up there.
Swinging that fist. Oh, Ally, though, retaliating with his own.
Talk about it, man.
That wasn't a fist, man. That was 5 fingers, man. Right to the face.
Great spacing right there from Ally. Gets the sweet spot and everything, so. Now we have Tweak trying to figure out how to get the stock off. I mean, throwing out those back airs, but he's not finding the mark yet. But this is good for him. Now that he doesn't have rage, he should be able to get some version of the ding dong here. Or that.
Okay, I thought he was actually going to land there and try and go for the grab, but just lets it drop down a bit.
Alex got to watch himself on that platform, though, man. DK does have a shield break with that side B. Up tilt? Yeah. Slap that man right off that stock.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I love the extra bit of effort right there.
Yeah.
You knew it wasn't likely to get the stock, man,
Well,
but
just in case,
you
man.
gotta respect that. The just in case, as you said, the effort to just go for that.
I mean, you know, his DI could have been atrocious up there. Who knows, man? Sometimes you just got to go for
Exactly.
it.
You don't know, man, and that's why you make plays like that.
You know what? I respect it. I thought he was going to go out for the cape, but I don't know what it is about DK's up B, but it's really hard to cape. That boy got invincible arms or something.
Ally recognizing that, trying to mix up the options a little bit. If I'm Ally, I want to close out this game specifically because I don't want Tweak to start gaining back any of that confidence that we do believe he's lost right now.
All right.
You just kind of want to seal the deal here, though Tweak's still very capable of getting it done. 65% for Ally.
And the up smash, stands straight up into it.
All right.
Still some hard-fought battles here for Tweak, and now down 2-0 to Ally here. He switched over from the Diddy to the Donkey Kong, and now let's see what he's going to pick for his third try against Ally. Actually, opting to stay with the Donkey Kong. Okay, good pick, good pick. Out to game 3, same stage, everything, same characters. We're going to see if this pays off this time around. Gets a grab here. Wow. Usually, I feel like there's another aerial that you get after that first up throw. Oh my God!
Yeah. Might be another aerial, man, but ain't another stock. After that one, you only got one left.
This is definitely not looking. He needs some stock insurance, man. Cause You can't nerf Progressive, but you definitely can't nerf Ally either right now. My boy is going, and that's it yet again. No one, this tweak, just why? What's going on?
Well, I mean,
I don't even think we need to see the replays for that one. Like,
yeah, I feel like Tweak just kind of defeated himself coming into that game, you know.
Yeah.
And again, I understand it can be tough, pressure mountain like that.
Well, by this point, I think he just already feels that it doesn't matter what he does. Like, he's already out. Like, that's what he felt going into that match.
Yeah.
And
I understand it.
I mean, it's pretty much true because even if he got like the 3-0 in that situation, I mean,
he needed to win that.
Yeah.
You know, to keep any semblance of hope alive, he needed to win that.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think he needed to win it by a higher margin. That even if he did make the reverse 3-0 comeback, still wouldn't have made much of a difference. You know what I mean? So unfortunately for Tweak, we pretty much confirmed he's not going to make it out of that one.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. It's a heartbreaker, you know. And I know he's a fan favorite by a lot of you guys, and for good reason. But let's go ahead and just take a look at how it all went down. The Diddy Kong came out, and just as quickly as you hit start, you saw game.
I'm talking about that was a season 1 Diddy Kong, man. That was a pilot episode, and they were like, yeah, this is really this show really not taking off today.
I'm glad Seinfeld's pilot didn't look like that, man. I missed some great memories right there. But gonna miss that stock as well, just catching the get up with the up smash. So that will take us to game number 3.
Okay, and just like that, man, so quick off the draw, 4 throw into the forward air, and then this is just where Tweak was like, you know what, man, I'm done playing. I'm done. You got me off stage. I don't even need to recover.
Sure.
I'm gone.
Well, there it is, guys. That's how it unfolded. We're going to hear from the man himself who just took that victory in a 3-0 fashion, that being Ally, standing by with Vicky right now.
Here you go.
50-50.
Go for the air dodge.
No, because if I'm like this, like, that's going to break my...
No, I mean like kind of like. All right.
Okay.
All right, Ale. Here we are with you. And how are you feeling after that set?
I feel... I didn't like that set because I felt like he kind of gave up. It was what I felt, but, I mean... I have to take it. So we'll see what happens with the last. I think there's one more set left, right? We'll see what happens with that. And no matter what, I try my best. And hopefully whoever makes it to the final bracket, just do their best afterwards.
This is definitely an emotional tournament right now, but I'm glad that you're keeping the right mindset. Anything you want to say to the viewers at home after watching a set like that?
Well, I was just going to say, like, for tournaments like this, they're really hard. Like, I didn't sleep because I was, like, thinking about it the whole night. So probably anxiety or stress, like, kicked in. It's not as easy as people think playing tournaments like this. So you got to grind. You're going to keep your mentality up and do your best, man. It's hard.
Thank you so much, Ale. Best of luck to you for the rest of the bracket. And I'm tossing it back to you guys, casters.
All right, guys. So we have legitimately one more match for you right here.
Yep.
Void versus Wadi. All the things have been tallied up now. It really comes down to how Wadi plays up against Void if he gets out. And then, if he ends up losing, obviously, that's going to be it for him. But, yeah, I mean...
It'll be interesting to see how they play. I mean, you look at what Void has done. He's beaten everybody 3-0.
Yeah.
Like, he's beaten everybody 3-0, man. So Wadi could end up being the one to finally, take a game, take him to game 5, maybe even take the set. Or he could just be a recipient of another Void whooping,
Yeah, but we'll find out, man. We're going to go ahead and throw it to our man, Z-Fly. Z-Fly, let's get our people in here.
The moment's come to find out who's going to make it to Championship Sunday for Group C. Introducing CLG Void and EMP Wadi.
Versus Wadi, man. The last thing we have going on for you coming up, as you can see, Wadi dropping the Mewtwo. Void most likely going to be dropping the Sheik yet again.
No reason to deviate from that plan, from that character. Has been so effective thus far. Again, taking every match he's played thus far with a staggering 3-0. So Wadi might be facing a little bit of an uphill battle here, but certainly somebody like Wadi, man, never down and out. Always with an opportunity, as you can see here from our beautiful graphic. And shouts to our production team. Have not faced off through this season yet, but you see those win rates right there. Actually, Wadi with just a slightly higher one than Void as it stands thus far. So we will see if he can go ahead and continue that with a win on Void. Again, he was undefeated thus far in this Group C action that has heated up this day and opened up everything for you guys. It's going to be a good one, man.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good one right here. A little higher of a win rate here for Wadi, which is pretty cool. But again, with a smaller bracket, I guess, to pull from, he doesn't really get a chance to really flesh out that win rate. So still looking good for him, though. Can't take that away from him. 91 good wins under his belt. You really can't scoff at that.
No doubt about it. All right, let's get it. Game number 1. Again, the final match of this Group C action. Void versus Wadi. No meetings between these two for this season. Right now, Wadi getting introduced to Void. Starting off pretty strong right there, but only for the moment.
All right.
Okay. Can't fault him for going for that one. You see an opportunity to strike, you definitely take it.
He's trying to get himself back on stage. Finally managed to do it right here, but very even game at the beginning. It's probably the most even game we've seen so far as far as this group is gone. Okay, but now Void.
Void definitely on the money right now. The chase down, platform to platform. Same one.
Back on stage.
Void just being so aggressive. And in the space, and it just stayed right out of the clutches of Wadi.
I mean, that's what you have to do against Mewtwo. You don't want to give Mewtwo that space because he's threatening at so many areas. He's threatening right up on top of you, but you're definitely more threatening than him.
I feel
and
that.
then, if you allow him to sit back and grab a Shadow Ball, then you have to be wearing that the entire time. Right as he comes out of that Shadow Plane, he still gets hit by the up air.
That is the benefit of a multi-hit move, my friend.
Yeah.
Void with the perfect demonstration here.
Man said he tried to enter the other dimension, came back, and still got hit. Like, don't matter where you go, dog.
Brought him all the way back. Yes, sir.
Oh, what timing!
Right?
What timing right there? Like, that's just knowing someone right there. That's just knowing the exact time that people want to opt to do. So I feel like that happens so often where you're like, all right, I'm charging, he's charging. Oh, he's not going to throw it, I'm going to jump. And then he's like, oh, he's going to jump because I'm not throwing it. And then next thing you know, they jump right into it. Either way, though, that was close. Void tried to get a full combo right there onto the
crazy.
left side.
At any given moment, man, both these guys can just explode out of nowhere. Just tacked on a chunk of damage. But, however, slight lead as he's looking to hold it. Adding to it right now, really Wadi struggling to being in the air. Not his best friend, able to force a Shadow Claw out there. Get a little bit of separation. Again, another tremendous catch.
Back throw. Wadi looking good right now.
We're going to be the first one to finally get a Void off a game in this group, and he's going to do it right there. It's a little step back into the Shadow Claw. Very well done. Void leading for the majority of that match, but not going to matter down the stretch. Wadi closing it out.
Oh, yeah, man, that was a solid effort right there from Wadi. So being the first person, as you said, to take a game off Void here in this Group C, it's got to look good for him and good for his standings now. If he does win, I mean, that's obviously going to get him out immediately. But I wonder if he loses, but he's still actually no, I think if he loses, he's just done. So he has to win this.
Yeah. Very imperative to get this one under the belt here. As we see game number 2, going to go ahead and take it to a final destination.
All right. Scooped up. Just dancing on me. Even when he doesn't even get the hit, he still has the pressure onto Void. But Void finally starting to get some of these combos that we know and love from him.
He is putting it on right here. Wadi does the right thing, though. I like how he just picks the aggressive option to kind of come back to the stage. Let him know, I'm not trying to get punked out here, man.
Thanks. Wow. All right. Good stuff right here, fighting his way back onto stage. 106 is 50%, man. He has a lot to really make up for. But, if he gets a good up smash, and what a string just like that throughout every aerial that he had.
Doesn't take much, man. Quite literally turning something or nothing into something. Something he does routinely. Terrific catch.
Yeah, that DI was not looking good right there for Wadi. However, still managed to live that.
Very.
Okay.
Yes. You see him being very cautious there on those approaches. However, just Wadi finding one little opening. No matter how tight the window, he finds a way to slide in.
Wadi, I mean, he's definitely sliding right here, trying to slide into this victory if he can keep it up. Oh, got the disable.
Yep.
Doesn't get too much off of it, but still, man, alleviates a little bit of that pressure that Void is known to put on.
We're talking about just, Wadi being the first one out here trying to get a game against Void. It's looking like he could very well take the set. If he can,
God.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my God!
He said, I know you beat everybody else, though, but you go to the gymnasium, take all the rope you want, you still can't hang with me.
My man said
that's a statement game.
Bro, his defense is just gone.
Statement game.
He was never part of that.
You're done. You can't hang with me.
Oh my, one hit KOs out here. That was crazy.
That's OD.
Woo. All right, man, Wadi really trying to, well, he's making sure he's getting out of here. That's all I'm saying, man. He's definitely making sure he's getting out of here. All right.
So I'm sure Ally hoping Void can make the miraculous backdoor 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
Certainly would help his chances in advancing throughout. Otherwise, it'll be pretty much, I think, written in stone that, these two right here on the stage will be your ones advancing out of this group. But let us find out how things will go.
Yeah. Void, though, this time around, playing a little more close to the chest this time around. Now he's obviously got the lead. He's trying to keep up this pressure. Something that, he's been doing early on, but I don't know what it was about that last match. I feel like Wadi just hit him one time and he just ran away with it. But this time around, man, Void playing with a little bit of anger. Maybe that Dark Void is out here.
I tell players all the time, man, don't play tilted, play angry.
Yeah.
All right? If you want that win, take it. And that's what Void needs to do right here. It's been a struggle in these first two games, but not so much in the third, as we see a very strong lead has developed on the side of Void.
Oh, nice.
Love that little drag down right into the down smash. Beautifully played on the part of Void. Poetry in motion at times.
I mean, he is much more composed in this third game this time around, so hopefully he can keep that going up for the rest of this. Gets another disable as he lands and gets quite a bit of damage off that as well, but Void actually landing with some needles and grabbing the ledge all at the same time. What an option.
Couple little jabs again. Keeping the pressure on.
Another back air, not enough though. Is he going to go for the up throw? No, he's going to wait it out this time. I think if he does get another grab though, he might go for it the next time around. 45% to this 126.
Definitely wants to make sure that percent is just where it needs to be. Ooh, speaking of where it needs to be, that Shadow Claw right on the money. 50% separating these two in game number 3.
It doesn't even opt to go for the right there. Obviously knows how strong the Shadow Claw, how pivotal it has been to his success. Okay.
And I want to know if Wadi wins 3-0 here, can he make a case for being first in this group?
Yeah, it's possible.
That'll be interesting to know. That will be very interesting to know. A lot on the line, essentially, with this game here.
Ooh. Okay, Wadi looking for it. Oh, my God.
Ooh, he was looking for it. He found it, but he ain't want what he found, baby.
Yeah, he definitely didn't want what he found at all, man.
He left that treasure buried.
He vanished to the top, and then he vanished to the bottom, man.
That wasn't one piece, man, but that was a piece of your ass. Don't play around off that stage with Void, man. He'll get you. He will get you, and he gets himself one game at last here. Able to keep his hopes alive at beating everyone in this group, but still a long road to travel.
Okay. That was a solid one, right? Solid victory right there for Void. He definitely needed to get himself back into this set, but Wadi already up 2-1, so he only needs one more. Still good victories, regardless if he ends up getting a reverse 3-0, but still good victories for him right now. I definitely want to see him take this just to know if this is going to allow him to, get out of this first seed or not. All right. Well, apparently, we got some advice or some of the info. We got some info that Void is still going to make it out first, regardless if he wins or loses this. And then apparently Wadi will not be able to make it out at all because Tweak did not get a game off of Allies. So that is unfortunate.
Very interesting how that panned out. I like to get a look at that as well. That's an unfortunate situation, though. I would I would like, or excuse me, I would imagine so that neither one of them probably know that information right now. So you're going to see Wadi still fighting his hardest right here.
I mean, I'm glad that he's still playing like that because, you know, we saw one person already who knew they weren't going to get out and just kind of gave up, and I don't want to see that anymore.
Right.
I'm done with that. All right. Oh! The thick thighs right there, just slamming him down.
Baby, how you fit in those jeans? Oh, wait, you're too thick to get in them.
I'm talking, shout out to Genuine, man, because he's definitely getting them jeans. Let's go.
He got in that stock, too. Dang. Wadi picking it up right here.
All right.
Playing like a man-possessed. Void on the receiving end.
Okay, scooped up right there. Tries to get back to stage. Gets back safely, and Void does not get the sweet spot that he went for right there. So Wadi's going to be able to live to see another day on this stock. Still living on it?
Yes, he is. 118 on Wadi. Everything going his way, though. Full control. Void on the receiving end and on the retreat here, just trying to create some separation between him and Wadi, who is absolutely relentless in all
that was
corners.
nice.
But that was a beautiful ledge play right there. They come off aggressively and then take care of that stock.
Okay, gets through that situation. I like the idea, you know, trying to finish this game as quick as possible. Got the neutral air, but did not get that hit of the up smash that he was looking for. And now Void's going to get a chance to get some damage back on the board here.
That he is. Void, always the lab monster, man. Always just a combo away from making things happen. Now especially trying to fall back on anything.
Right.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
So Wadi being the only person to take not only games from Void, but an entire set from good stuff.
Convincingly too, right? 3-1 at that. Wow.
Man, but now I really, you know, if the info is correct, it is unfortunate for him. He still might not be able to make that one out.
We'll see.
But we will definitely see. I mean, I just had some numbers crunched and told to me in my ear.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see what happens when we throw it back to the rest of the boards. But this right here has been a very close run. I mean, Void's obviously in front.
Yeah.
You know, with his 3-0s and things like that. But with all the points that some of these other people managed to get with these 3-1s and all these things like that, it really comes down to the math now. So.
And I'll tell you what, it really does come down to it.
Okay, so apparently they've confirmed that Void has definitely won the group and Ally has come into second.
All right.
It all came down, I think, Tweak not taking a game.
Not taking any games, and that's unfortunate. But you know, I want to preface this by even Wadi not making it out. He's walking away a winner either way. You know what I mean? You know, great proposal to his lovely lady, and then a tremendous performance in this grouping as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't complain about that, man.
Yeah, man. Just one off of being out, and probably just like one game off of being out as well. So it's just.
Not a lack of, it wasn't for, it was games, man. It wasn't lack of effort, lack of talent by any means, man. It's just, it comes down to math. Man, I told you why I hated that subject in school, man. Just screwed me over, man. Screwed my boy over, man.
Man.
They can't win.
It's definitely the worst part. He definitely won on that one that time around, man. The triple back here, man. The triple tail whip.
Disgusting.
Was nice.
Beautiful play here, and this was game number 3. This would be where Void started to find his mojo a little bit. He had been struggling quite a bit in that. Good connection from Wadi.
Yeah, man. I like how all of it's so good.
You gotta have it, man.
It's so good. Like when Wadi's player came in popping off, like this is you said, she's got way more. She's got way more of the input play right there, and that's when we saw him vanish up and then vanish right back down. Man, that back air was just perfectly placed. But you saw him get you saw him get his own perfectly placed aerial off stage right there with that down air as well. So
that's big feat, man, and that was quite the lead, and he would not let it go. Bam, the double. Didn't hit you the first time. I'm coming back down, player. I'm just drifting.
Yeah.
I'm just drifting.
I'm just moving.
So well done to Wadi. A sensational performance.
Yeah, man. So we're going to go ahead and toss it down to Vicky, who is standing there with our first placer of this group. Vicky, what's going on?
Thank you, TK and EE. And here I am with the first placer of this wave, Void. I don't think you knew that you were going to come out first, regardless of the outcome of that match.
I knew if Wadi beat me, there would be some crazy amount of head-to-head stuff. I didn't know if it was just games won or game percentage of like how much losses you had. So going into the set, all I knew was if I beat Wadi, me and Ally make it out. If Wadi beats me, I actually might not make it out of the pool. But I knew no matter what, I had to win one game. I still thought I was in the death pool, dude. So I'm very happy to have made it out first seed.
That all relied on Tweak taking a game from Ally. When you found that out, how does your heart feel?
I'm so lucky. That's all I can say. Because at that point, it wasn't in my hands. The only thing I could do was play my best versus Wadi. And since what I did end up doing was lose to Wadi, the only thing I could do was try to take games, and the rest of it was, well, I guess now it's history.
So now Void and Ally have made it out of their pools. Thank you so much for playing, Void. Thank you. Good luck with the rest of your bracket. And thank you guys for watching. Back to you, Gunblade.
All right. Well, what a wild Group C, man.
Yeah, man.
A lot going on here. I mean, in and out of the game. A rush of emotions here. We got the proposal. Congrats to Wadi.
Congratulations, brother.
Amazing stuff. You got me tearing up and stuff.
I
and,
know, man.
I don't know. And, you know, Tweak kind of falling apart here. He's the first seed coming into the pool. Unfortunately, just didn't have the right mentality after some adversity early on.
Yeah.
Falling in the pool.
Oh, man.
Well, let's take a look at the bracket real quick. And you see right there, winner semis up on top. The Group E winner will face against the playoff for third place. We have the CLG Void down toward the bottom on winning semifinals 3. We'll go against the playoff second place. We have Ken going off against the playoff first place winner, Abadango. They're going up against the Group D winner. So things are starting to shape out here in the 2GG Championship. And I just want to ask you guys some thoughts on this and in Group C. Bam?
For me, man, it's just a very sad tale of kind of what happened with Tweak. I think that a lot of people went into this and they're just like, there's a round robin. They really didn't look at the tiebreakers. They didn't look at the situations. And I felt like especially after Group B, everyone should have gone home and done their homework. That's how I feel. I feel like if people had been looking, they would recognize what was going on. Of course, we had the head-to-head for tiebreakers first. And then from there, it was the percentage of games won, not the games won solely. So I think that if people have gone there and then looked at those numbers, might have been in a better place, might have recognized that it could have been anyone's game.
Yeah, Doom?
Yeah, we saw that yesterday in Group B with Naira making it out because he managed to get that extra win percentage. And yeah, it was really unfortunate with Tweak. I think after that first set with Wadi, where he did that misinput that really cost him the set, he had so much momentum in the games that he won. He very cleanly two-stocked him in those games 2 and 3. Yet he wasn't able to hold on to that, and then Void just kind of dismantled him after that, and from there he was just fell apart. But meanwhile, Wadi, I have to say, his advantage is incredible. Once he gets that hit, he's so good.
Unbelievable.
That's money.
Taking it to the bank, and he's so aware, but he's also really good at not overextending. When he knows that his opponent is in a position where he could potentially lose that advantage, he'll back off, he'll reset to neutral, start charging that Shadow Ball again.
Yeah, and it's crazy the dominance of Void in a lot of these games. He looks so clean, and it really goes back to Vicky's piece on Void on how he spends all of that time in training mode, playing, keeping everything down packed, what he has to do, things that he's working on, and implementing theory that he has. So congrats to Void for that. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at Group D. See you soon.
We didn't say anything about how that.
Moldy cheese or caramel corn?
Moldy cheese.
Are you ready to risk it? Which one?
Definitely freaking moldy cheese.
The moldy cheese.
He's tossing the what?
You don't like moldy cheese?
Who likes moldy cheese? I like blue cheese, American cheese, Swiss cheese, not no moldy cheese.
discounts to new heights with safe driver and paperless billing. But the price at the top is worth every last breath. Here we go. Got him. Wait a minute. Whole wheat waffles?
Wait, whichever one you feel like is going to be best. Oh my god. Buttered popcorn or rotten egg? I hope you brought a spare toothbrush. So
I brought gum.
that works.
But of course, I would get buttered popcorn.
As 2016 became 2017, their journeys began. From there to here, Smash 4 absorbed each ounce of their attention, energy, and will to win.
Tethered what? I'm a huge
Players from all over this huge world. You know them well. You've seen these Smashers, and the game they love grow. In fact, it's you, the community. You understand the meaning of this series, what it has become, and where it can all go. Now, it's about the importance of winning a championship. The Smash 4 2GG Championship continues.
Alright, and we are back. Welcome back, everyone, to GG Championships. Wild group to start off the day, Group C. Amazing stuff. Once again, congrats to Void for making it out, an ally, getting second in a wild pool, man. A lot, as we mentioned, a lot of emotions, good and bad, flying through in that Group C. But now that that's done, let's take a quick look at Group D. Let's get your guys' thoughts on Group D and some of the players in there. Silent Doom?
Well, so we have MVG Salem, Echo Fox, MVG, MKLeo, Shuton, and Kirihara. Now, going into this, of course, Salem would be the favorite, but only by a small bit, I feel. MKLeo is really not that far behind him, I feel. Meanwhile, Shuton, best Olimar in the world, we could definitely see a wild card, something crazy come from him, and of course, Kirihara, one of the best Rosalinas, incredibly solid player. We haven't seen too much of him this season, so it'll be really interesting to see how both these two Japanese players perform.
Man.
Yeah, and the same thing, you're going to see MVG Salem, everyone's looking at him, but man, can we talk about MKLeo? He's been working on this corn. It's been very successful when he's been going into the combat, the Bayonetas. So I think that's going to be a really good tool. I think he's going to be really polished there. I think he's going to utilize it to actually move forward. Of course, we do have Shuton. That's going to be an X factor in my opinion. But ultimately, I do really believe that MKLeo is a man to watch.
Yeah, MKLeo, man, plays multiple characters, and he's the best with multiple characters. Yeah. He has the results with Mark, Meta Knight. He's best Cloud, in my opinion, and just as you see in some of these highlights, able to extend hits. We talked about it when Komo Kiri played yesterday, how he does not have the same type of heavy punish game as a Tweak or as an MKLeo. One thing about MKLeo as well is his readjustments in spacing, using that perfect pivot, but just understanding how to manipulate space between him and his opponent, especially when he plays Mark. And that's very, very important, getting those tipper hits in, especially those setup hits with that jab one, or getting nice anti-air hits with that F-tilt or up-tilt. But continuing to speak about MKLeo, we actually have a deeper look at one of Smash's most exciting young players. Let's take a look.
Hola, mi nombre es Leonardo López Pérez, mi gamer tag es MKLeo. Empecé a jugar Smash como a los 7 años, no, yo creo como a los 6, con mis primos y con mi hermano. Pero pues nada más jugábamos como que por diversión, pues a mí realmente me cambió mucho la vida porque yo antes de dedicarme a esto de jugar, yo iba a la escuela, estudiaba. Ahorita igual estudio, pero ya no puedo ir a la escuela porque me muevo mucho en diferentes lugares. Antes pues era así de, no, pues ¿qué vamos a comer? que nos alcance, ¿no? No sé, hay que comprar jamón y pan. Y ya nos hacemos un pan con jamón. Y ahora ahora es muy similar, pero ahora es un poco más fácil porque con lo que yo he podido ganar, he podido cambiar la situación económica de mi familia y ayudar a muchas personas de mi familia también. Entonces, pues realmente sí, a mí me cambió muchísimo la vida. Vamos a los torneos, pero no éramos realmente muy buenos. Yo era un niño, entonces no sabía qué hacer. Y todos mis más familiares, pues igual sí eran buenos, pero pues, no eran los mejores. Toda mi familia, mi hermana, mi hermano, mis tías, mi primo y pues sí, mis papás. Entonces, pues el Smash ya se fue quedando como un juego de la familia. Ya realmente cada vez que nos queremos divertir o ahora sí como que una reunión entre amigos y familiares, ya es más como de no, pues vamos a jugar Smash. Antes solamente lo veía como un juego y sí me gustaba ganar y mucho jugar, pero jamás pensé poder llegar a donde estoy. Sí era mi sueño, pero jamás en realidad lo pensé. Pues realmente todos los eventos de 2GG son muy buenos, son los eventos que más me gustan. Es donde más disfruto estar, me gusta mucho la ciudad, la comunidad, todo lo que hacen se me hace muy bueno, bien. Y pues se me es muy agradable estar aquí, pero pues en realidad mi torneo favorito fue uno que se llamó Zero Saga.
This man is damaged goods. Yeah. Oh, he does it! Don't look at me! Okay, don't look at me! The curse!
Fue el año pasado, pero igual era de 2GG. Y fue como que donde hice como mi tercera aparición en los Estados Unidos, pero perdí y quién sabe dónde saqué poderes y logré ganar.
He might just take it away. Okay. 40%. Roll MK. Oh my God. Let's open his dash. MK Leo. He's chasing him. He's dead. Oh my God. He's dead. He destroys him. He obliterates him. Dead. He takes it.
Pues siempre tienes los nervios y la presión de que pues quieres ganar, de que la gente espera algo de ti. Y aparte de que pues tú mismo esperas algo de ti porque ya lo has hecho bien. Entonces siempre en realidad es muy difícil. Yo creo que él puede llegar a ser el mejor del mundo porque ahorita creo que salió de 2. Pero con práctica y con dedicación que se acomode aquí va a llegar a ser el mejor. Yo creo en él. Muchas gracias por el apoyo que todos me han brindado. Mi familia, mis amigos, incluso las personas que son solamente fans. 2GG, en realidad pues... Antes pues yo nunca pensaba que iba ni siquiera a poder llegar a uno de los mejores 16 del mundo. Ahorita soy considerado el segundo y pues allí me está dando la oportunidad de hacer un torneo dedicado a mí. Entonces en realidad jamás me imaginé estar pues en donde estoy ahorita sentado. Y pues muchas gracias por el apoyo a todos. Y pues igual voy a ser el mejor para llegar a ser el mejor.
I'm gonna be the best in the world.
Yes.
I want to, I can, and I will. Great words from MK Leo there.
Absolutely.
What a special kid. Guys, some thoughts on that great piece?
Yeah, man. I mean, he is so talented, and he's someone where you see his upbringing, right? You see what he is fighting for. How can you not root for this guy?
Yep. Unbelievable. Silent Doom?
Yeah, just seeing those sort of humble beginnings, how he's played Smash with his entire family, his aunts, his father, his mother, like all his cousins, they all just, Smash is in his blood.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. And, you know, MK Leo, in the beginning, I will admit, I was not a full believer in MK Leo in the beginning. I thought it was a flash in the pan talent. But as he continued to come to events here in the U.S., and I watched this kid, he amazed me every single time he picks up the sticks. I always learned something new, and I said, "This kid is wise beyond his years."
Absolutely,
and his understanding of the game. He had some great teachers in his family, especially Javi coming through. Just unbelievable stuff. You can tell that he has honed his craft, and he will continue to hone his craft as he gets older, man. Let's just talk a little bit more about MK Leo and his character diversity. Not just the Mark, not just the Cloud, but the Meta Knight as well. Silent Doom?
Yes, the Meta Knight. Probably the first character that we really saw coming out from MK Leo. When, I believe, Mr. R, he was the one that really... I guess he was the scout for MK Leo. He was the one that really showed us, wait, hold on. this kid with this MK, he's really good.
Yeah. Man.
And,
Yeah, I mean,
no worries.
no, I mean, I'm just saying with him, like, you know, and then you saw that Meta Knight, right? And then you saw the Marth come out to play. You saw that, and then everyone's like, okay, this guy's a bona fide Marth main. All of a sudden, then you see the Cloud becomes part of the Trinity, along with Como Curry and Tweak, as being the top 3 Clouds out there. Then the Corrin. It's just, this guy is just, the thing about him, there's a lot of players that have a lot of different talents in general, right? But for him, everything he does is just so solid. It's so serene, his game. Like, his neutral is just absolutely incredible. Punish game, absolutely incredible. How can this guy not be good?
Yeah, amazing stuff. MKLeo, a special talent all around, but he can't sleep on his group, man.
Oh, no.
Right now, we're going to throw it down to the arena with some new casters. Stride and Sedgehog, take it away, man.
All right, what's up, everybody? So our first match of the day is going to be Salem versus Kirihara, it looks like. And there's actually a match that I'm really interested to see because just from my recent memory, I don't recall them ever playing. It could have been potentially off stream, but I just don't really recall anything like that. What about you, Strides?
Yeah, I'm with that as well. I can't remember them ever facing off, but it's an interesting matchup because Salem historically struggles versus DeBuzz Rosalina. I actually don't think he's taken a set versus DeBuzz in recent memory. And he's going up against Kirihara, probably considered the second best Rosalina, one of the best Rosalina players to do it. Also, on the other hand, though, Kirihara has been struggling versus Bayonetta. So you're going with 2 really strong character representatives, but they both kind of struggle at the matchup. I feel like it makes it a pretty big toss-up and who can win this one.
Yeah, and here we go, the head-to-head. It looks like we were right. They actually have not played at all this entire year. Obviously, Salem has been traveling a lot more, so he has a lot more sets under his belt. But at the same time, Kirihara, he has fewer sets, but he's not too far behind in the set percent. So this is going to be interesting to see, especially with the first time these two being able to play in such a high-stakes situation.
Definitely. Like, looking at this group in general, a lot of people are looking at Leo and Salem as the top 2, but even though Kirihara is kind of like slept a little bit, hasn't really been in the highlights that much, I think he's going to surprise a lot of people in the set coming up.
Yeah, but we got the players here, so Z-Fly, take it away for us.
It's time to start Group D of pools, and let's get it started with MVG Salem and Kirihara.
Goodness.
I did not know about this. Oh my goodness, Salem. Looking like he's channeling his inner Captain Zack, fully decked out in the Bayonetta cloak, the hair. Was that a gun? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he had a gun. Oh my goodness.
All right, talk about the intimidation factor.
Yeah, I mean, all the Bayos seem to be hanging out with each other a little bit more, so I think you're seeing their personalities kind of bleed through each other, so I was definitely not expecting that. And just juxtaposition next to Kirihara, just kind of awkwardly walking up to the stage, was like, what is this weirdo doing next to me? But
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, what an entrance that was. Yeah. But again, this is still going to be a very interesting set. As I said, these are 2 really strong players, but some of the top representatives of their characters, but they also both struggle in their the matchup against their characters.
Yeah, and I personally think that Salem might be able to edge it out just because it looked like, you said before, Kirihara kind of looks like he struggles in the matchup as well. But again, this is a wild card. I mean, before PGR V3 came out, a lot of people were saying, yo, Kirihara, he's definitely been putting in a lot of work. I mean, he's one of the few people that's been able to eliminate Zero, of all people. But I mean, the same can be said for Salem. So
yes, they're both players that don't eliminate Zero, actually. It's kind of funny to think about it in that way.
Yeah, they both have very similar attributes, so it's going to be very interesting to see. One thing to point out from Kirihara's Rosa that I think we should be looking at is that when he doesn't have Luma, he still maintains a lot of great control. His spacing away from his opponent is actually really immaculate. So it's going to be interesting to see how Salem is able to deal with this Luma-less Rosa once he's able to get those opportunities.
Exactly. Where a lot of characters, they tend to think once Luma's gone, that's your free option to just pressure them. They're going to run away, play very defensively. But Kirihara, he's like, I don't have Luma, but I'm just going to keep approaching. I'm still going to get in your face and apply all this damage, and then next thing you know, Luma's right back, and I'm still on the offensive. So I think that definitely throws a lot of people off guard. He also has a really strong edge guard game as well. So if I mean, Bayonetta's going to be one of the hardest characters to edge guard, but I think if he gets that right down there in the right position, it can even take out a Bayonetta. So.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a matter of like who's going to be able to take that advantage and take it to its furthest. It's like we got the characters locked in. We do get the Rosa and we do get the Bayonetta.
Of course. I wouldn't expect anything less. I have never seen Kirihara use anyone else in the tournament. And Salem, one of the best Bayonettas to do it in the world right now.
Yeah. I know he's playing around with Zero Suit earlier on Friday, but I think it was more to help Zach out in his pool. Man, I just can't get over Salem's hair that he decided to do also. I mean, it's been a lot worse. It was a lot more hair that got styled up, but Salem's pulling it off, man.
I mean, way to show off for the championship.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming.
All right, here we go. Game one. We're going to start it off on Smashville. Let's see what we got here, folks.
Yeah, I'm really going into this matchup. Bayonetta actually has a lot of good ways to get rid of Luma. If he does position Kirihara towards the edge, if he just does a clean down air, just get rid of Luma very easily. But look at this, starting of that string, quick 47%.
Yeah, and I like immediately what Salem did, just used the fairs, taking advantage of Rosalina's tall body to be able to extend that combo. Already 50%, but Kirihara answering back, not going to get the double up air, but still good positioning.
Look at all the damage on Luma. Doesn't knock her off the stage, but the positioning there, he actually just got free hits while, Kirihara just had to respect all those hitboxes.
Yeah, and again, the height kind of showing the disadvantage for Rosalina because the bullet climax going to be able to put in some work even on a flat stage like this. Usually you're going to see that on Lilat especially, but because of Rosa's tall body, you can see that happening. Luma not gone yet though, but she's definitely taking a lot of percent. But Kirihara got the advantage still and taking those up airs.
Definitely. Salem approaching kill percent very quickly, but gets that jump. ABK just to chase that DI. Very good stuff. Unfortunately, Luma was decent, not in position to actually connect the Luma F smash.
Yeah, wasn't able to get anything started there. So both of these back into neutral. Salem trying to space away with these aerials, trying to figure something out. Goes in with the dash attack, not really working out, and Kirihara just reads that from a mile away, gets that grab, throws him off.
Again, we talked about it before this started, how Kirihara plays without Luma. He lost Luma, but still just kind of held his ground and not really retreat. And got that grid punch out. Oh my goodness, just jumps right in his face. Clean neutral there. And that's a really good start there from Kirihara.
Yeah, Salem tried to strut over there and try to get some kind of crazy hit, but didn't quite work out. Kirihara still amazing control right now. Get hit with that back air though. Trying to avoid Luma into forward smash. Comes out, gets duffed.
Yes, catching that high kind of floaty jump there from Kirihara. Try to see if he can jump past the ledge, but Salem calling that out really hard with the forward smash. Now he's getting all the jab damage. The match is just turning back and forth. No one really holding the advantage for too long.
Yeah, it looks like every time someone's trying to get something started, it just gets an immediate reversal right there. Kirihara able to answer for that witch twist with another up air of his own. So if he's trying to catch him, catches him in the air, just get a very slight hit. He's trying to maintain his advantage, but Salem just dominating and be able to reverse the situation. Gets that witch twist, not able to get anything else. It doesn't even get rid of Luma. Gets some damage, but that's about it.
Yeah, I still, the fact that Bayonetta can safely just throw out these hitboxes on Luma, even if they don't just leave Luma just getting the stock, just clean damage, and they don't really have to worry about getting punished for overextending in that kind of regard. But, wow, the trade there coming out from Kirihara. It looked like Salem's going to get something started with a fair one, but Luma coming in the clutch.
Yeah, definitely looks like Kirihara is being able to maintain these juggle positionings really, really well. And Salem is really having a hard time landing, it looks like. Just immaculate spacing in Kirihara. You just see that it just turned around, gets those jabs, put him right back in the air.
Oh yeah, the fortress is being put up here. Yes, free punish on that witch time. Delayed it, wait for the duration of that move to be completely done. Angle down the Luma forward smash and got him right out of it. Really good reactions here coming up from Kirihara, looking so strong already in the first game.
Yeah, very, very solid. We'll see if Salem can try to make a couple of adaptations. He has a couple of pocket characters that he could randomly pull out. I know he has been working on a Greninja, but I don't think we're going to see that quite yet. They'll probably at least try and take one more with Bayonetta.
I know his pocket characters, but I just haven't seen him ever use them against Rosalina in specific. I've always seen him try to just run it with the Bayonetta in this matchup as best as he can. But we're getting the battlefield pick here. Now, Salem is normally really strong on this stage because he can kind of retreat to the platforms, make it a really difficult cat and mouse game. But I think going up against Kirihara, this is going to be very difficult to land. These platforms are going to make it so much pressure. The Luma up air, the up smash, like you can see right now, look at the damage already at kill percent, only taking one hit on Kirihara, and he's spacing around. Spacing with the Luma so well. Like, even if he throws out that F smash, he's so far away that Salem has to take a risk just to approach.
Yeah, very true. I mean, Kirihara barely touched on this first stock here, and it looks like Salem is really having a hard time figuring out his way in. Tries to go in for another dash attack, but looks like Kirihara's been ready for it every single time. Salem trying to get something ready, but just catches the spot dodge and calls an up smash.
We see it again, no Luma necessary. Kirihara just plays so confident in these situations. Let's see what Salem can do here, though. No, not able to connect that down there as well. Kirihara actually having some really good BI. I'm not really used to seeing him perform this well as far as like getting out the combos with Rosalina, just because it's such a big body, it can be very difficult to escape, but consistently has been falling out like the death hit.
Yeah, I like how Kirihara's trying to mix up between like the back air or the dash attack, trying to keep Salem off guard. Ooh, and that neutral air, very lucky with that spacing to not get wish time there. Salem hasn't been able to land any of them so far.
Yeah, Salem is trying to get past Kirihara's defenses, but he's positioning himself that if he even attempts to go for a cross-up roll, he's great for a pivot grab or just a well-spaced jab. And this is just looking like all Kirihara right here. Yeah. Salem capitalized though, no, again, behind the death blow.
Yeah, not finding the right conversion to be able to take him off the top. And Kirihara, every single time, has been able to get a huge punish every time Salem throws out something unsafe. Gonna get hit by that forward smash, loses a little bit of control, but immediately answers back with the jump fair.
Okay. Chance for an edge guard here. No, goes high. Really good mix-up. Rosalina's up B, very vulnerable to most of Bayonetta's hitboxes, so I like that decision there from Kirihara. Keeping his stock alive, but another forward smash from Salem, catching that high recovery from the ledge again. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, it looks like the Giant Fist seems to be working out, but 100%, that's a lot of work for Salem to try and bring it back, especially on a stage like Battlefield. Gotta get a little bit lucky with that conversion. The way that Kirihara's been just controlling this juggle situations, like I said before, it's working out really well for him.
He's gonna throw him off stage, position himself at the ledge. Look at the hitboxes here. Up smash, out of shield, easy money, going with the JV 2-0 Kirihara. This is looking like a shutout right now.
Yeah, man. If Kirihara can pull out a 3-0 and a handshake against Salem, that's going to really change up this bracket because especially, like we said, it is a round robin, so game count is going to be especially important here.
Oh, yes. We didn't even have a 3-0 in the entire tournament to avoid bracket, but we're looking to have another potential one here for Kirihara, and I definitely think people just didn't really expect to see this level of play. I know that he is seated in the lower side of this bracket, or this group, just because of the seeding points, but that's just no slight to his skill as a player. He is showing that he's definitely prepared for dealing with Salem right now.
Yeah, I mean, everybody here at the championship today is talented, and they're definitely showing it right here. Kirihara trying to get something with that dash attack, not able to follow up. Going a little bit more on the aggressive, and Salem's been able to catch a little bit more, but every single time, it looks like he's just been catching Salem and Shields, able to get these conversions into the double up airs.
Oh my goodness, pivot grabs are landing, keeping him in disadvantage. Look at all the damage he's taking here. Okay, it's rid of Luma. No, again, that mix-up there. Salem's expecting the up B, but Kirihara's is using that really good jump.
All right, got a little bit of ledge control. Kirihara trying to see if there's a mix-up and they're able to try and get another grab. Doesn't look like it. Bring out these down tilts, and the crowd's going to get caught by that grab.
I like that jab. He actually threw out a hitbox from Luma to actually clank with Salem's dash attack. That would have actually gotten rid of Luma there. The awareness from Kirihara is just so good.
All right, going in between, trying to get rid of Luma and Rosalina at the same time doesn't really work out. Loses that control with the hitbox from Luma. He's got a lot of jab pressure.
Look at this pressure. He's dead. Oh, no. I expected the up smash. But, oh, never mind. Who needs it? Kirihara deletes that stock. Impeccable edge guard. I told you, his edge guards are disgusting. It doesn't matter if it's Bayonetta. If he positions himself correctly, that Luma hitbox, so much coverage. And we're getting another stock advantage here from Kirihara. He's looking so confident.
Yeah, it seems like every single time in the games he's always been in a lead and just able to maintain it. Salem got a little bit of advantage here. Let's see if he can try and find something. Gets a run off Nair. Let's see if he can try to force an edge guard. Goes really low. Gets that back air, but fantastic tech coming from Kirihara.
That was the first time he actually committed to an up B off stage recovery, and he teched it anyway.
Salem again trying to find these edge guards, but these recoveries on Kirihara are immaculate so far. Not going to be able to tech that one.
No tech there. Really aggressive. I like the coverage coming out there from Salem, applying all those witch twists, making it pretty much impossible for Rosalina to get past it. So many hitboxes.
Yeah, the dive pick trying to get back to safety. Looks like Kirihara is just going to go ahead and chase that. Gets another up air. Not going to get the second one. Air just right through. Oh, just shields grab immediately the heel slide.
Okay, Salem gets out of that with the help of Bounce Within, but he still has to make something happen here. On offense, he just hasn't been able to convert that heavily.
Yeah, definitely having a hard time just getting the silly stuff that we all know that Bayo's capable of. Another shield grab. All these dash attacks from Salem. I know it's to get rid of Luma, but it looks like every single time Kirihara has been able to get these huge punishes onto Salem because of it.
Okay, still Kirihara keeping that stock alive. I really like the positioning here in neutral, even without Luma, but Salem kisses down the backdash. Unfortunately for him, though, Luma's back in play.
Weak back air. Stands him off. No duff coming out, and the get-up attack actually low profiles him, so he's not going to get clipped by that back air.
Okay, gonna pin up the corner here, but calls out that really poor frame data on Bayonetta's roll. Okay, opportunity, no. Kirihara again DIing out of these setups very well.
Kirihara just needs basically one more good hit with Luma on that up air to eventually get a lot of stuff going. He's not able to continue a juggle situation. He's just trying to find this hit. It's not really working, but he's got the pressure here, throwing out these hitboxes.
Yeah,
Salem definitely looks scared.
The spacing is so good. Salem was so scared to press a button in that situation, but sneaks in the back air. His edge guard means a lot. Yes. Just barely sneaking in the neutral air, avoiding the 3-0 situation. Salem clawing his way back into this set right here.
Yeah, very, very close call from Salem from getting 3-0'd, but he's able to put himself on the board finally. We're going 2-1, but it's Kirihara's counter pick, so we got to be careful here.
Yeah, that Battlefield pick looked really strong for Kirihara. I'm wondering if he's maybe thinking about town. It can definitely benefit Bayonetta as well, but oh wow, he's actually like, oh, we went Battlefield. I did really well on that stage. Let's go to Dreamland.
Yeah, just go on the other triplat stage. Here we go, game 4.
Yeah, it was really good stage choice here. Again, normally with these platform stages, Salem is so scary to play against because once he's in position to just hang on the platform and just kind of retreat, force you to approach, he can really frustrate his opponents. But I really think the platforms are really helping Kirihara's juggle traps.
Kirihara with the control. I mean, Salem was able to get a couple combos. Looks like that platform is just able to stop it right there. Kirihara able to shield out in time. Kirihara with the juggle is not able to get that second up air.
Yeah, very good stuff for Salem getting hit by another up air, especially on this stage.
Yeah, could definitely prove deadly. Salem's trying to get in there again, gets clipped by Rosa Luma every single time he's able to hit Rosa out of there.
Yeah, even I'm noticing when Salem hits Luma when he's trying to start his combo, it kind of messes up his timing and allows Kirihara to escape when otherwise you just might take a lot more damage and potentially drop the stock.
All right, back into neutral. Kirihara just being very, very patient, throws out that down tilt, says, Salem, get out of my face.
Right, just the jump ABK, really good catch there on the DI coming out there from Salem. I'm pretty sure that's the first time he's actually taken him off the top with that.
Yeah, very true. And Luma came out, but just not in the nick of time. Able to get that throw, though. Luma to save the day, not quite going to get that second up air. I mean, every single time, it looks like Salem's been air dodging that. I'm waiting for Kirihara to just throw out that mix-up just right when he needs it. He'll seal out the game. He's definitely looking for it, I feel.
So, we're seeing Salem, how he plays with the stock advantage here. Looking really strong so far. Kirihara's going to have to make something happen because letting Salem apply like this tick damage like this is how he really gets in his opponent's head.
Oh man, that second up air, not able to take out the stock though. A little bit unfortunate, but still Salem having a hard time getting back to the ground here.
Nice. That was really long range of the F tilt, actually allowing him to punch that shield. Unfortunately, isn't going to get rid of Luma, but take him off the top again? No. Not going to get this last up air, but again, I really like how he was using the jump after going to kick to catch the DI up.
Alright, Kirihara trying to find something here.
Wow.
Luma out of there.
That was really impressive, but up smash that shield. No Luma in play, but going to be back very soon. And Rosalina working with the Rage. You already know how early she can steal stocks.
Yeah, we got the grab release, both of them off stage, but Salem makes it back, gets those back airs. Luma back online.
All right.
Immediately knocked off.
Oh no! The bullets actually, it looked like he's kept Luma out of tumble there. Yeah, he does get the back air though. Okay.
There's a lot of shield pressure, but Kirihara just rolls right out of there. Salem not ready for it.
Defense from Kirihara looking really strong, but as soon as he catches him going in neutral, get up, hits him with the back air and finds himself back off stage. Oh, no tech, and that's going to be it. Salem bringing it to a game 5. Man, never count Salem out.
Yeah. It looks like Salem was just about to respect the jump back to the stage, but then he threw out that up air, and then Salem knows, oh, this is my opportunity to be able to get this edge guard, and no tech from Kirihara, so here we go. Game 5 all of a sudden.
Okay, it was looking like a really strong start from Kirihara. Salem slowly but surely inching himself back into this set, going to Game 5. Okay, now we're going back to Battlefield. Interesting. We had 4 games on this stage, I believe, so far. Let's see what Kirihara's adaptation is here. Salem definitely did win on this stage in the last time, so I want to see what his changeup is looking like.
Got that dash attack. Oh, interesting up smash coming for Kirihara. Looks like he's trying to throw in a couple mix-ups here and there just to throw off Salem off of his flow.
I like the choice now of Salem to just kind of use the bullets when they're kind of spaced far away from each other at the stage, but wow, huge damage. Oh, it does the damage on Luma, but doesn't actually send him to tumble.
Yeah, that's actually pretty surprising, but the force smash is kind of weak at those lower percents, so worked out for Kirihara here. Even in percents, the bullet's just going to attack on that 1% extra. The up air to answer for that witch twist.
Yeah, and it's pretty much shown so far, even in those situations where he's taking the damage from the bullets, Kirihara is not willing to approach because of it, but looking like a difficult edge guard here, gonna get the ledge trump. Oh, goes high this time. Does not want to re-grab the ledge again. This first stock is so important between these two players.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Not going to get that up throw. Luma back online, though. It's big for Kirihara, but just bats within, out of there.
Okay, positioning himself very well here. So I'm forced to go to the platform. Kirihara just looking for the one opening he needs, but double dash attack gets Luma out of there and forces an edge guard situation. Ooh, not the sweet spot of the bagger, but still keeping him pinned to the corner of the stage. Oh man, that would be no hitbox.
Yeah, I like the spacing away from here, trying to avoid that nair, but Salem just a little bit too relentless, still able to get that. Not able to seal out the edge guard, though, and he's going to make it back. And finally we see the down B coming out from Rosalina to kind of deal with those bullet climax finally.
Yeah, he can use that occasionally, but you can't rely on it consistently because it does have a lot of ending lag. Salem can start baiting it out and being hard punished.
Yeah, just a mix-up every now and then. Looks like he tried to do it there. It looks like he's really scared of that bullet climax when he's off stage and making him recover low every time. And it looks like Salem's just been able to capitalize off of that so well so far.
Yep. Again, first stock very important here. They're both playing so carefully. You do not want to be forced in a position where they have to chase their opponent. All right, great block there, keeping Luma safe. No, not getting the jab cancel there to catch the landing.
Salem being extremely patient right now, just gets that grab.
Oh, dash attack missing. Oh my goodness, he's gonna go all the way deep to catch that.
Oh my goodness, and I think he clipped the jump too. Kirihara just didn't even attempt to try and make it back to the stage there.
All right, again, Salem securing the stock lead here. Let's see if he can run with it, or is Kirihara gonna even this up as quick as he can?
All right, Ferris, this is big for Salem. They convert that into the combo. No, does not get that witch twist. Could have set up into something big there.
Oh, just barely living here. Now, I like the choice of Kirihara to block those now, or I guess in mid-range instead of just using the crouch, because he does get some stage control, but fishing for that up smash actually allows him to get the punch and get rid of Luma. Definitely going on the attack here. Kirihara's going to have to do something to get rid of this stock as best he can.
Here we go. He's got a little bit of ledge control. Trying to figure out how to get that stock. He gives him a lot of space, actually. As Salem's able to get that wish twist, make it back in neutral. Kirihara trying to push the advantage here, trying to catch these options from Salem, but he's just patiently waiting.
Yeah, I love that Salem. Even though he's in the corner, he's not giving him any free hits there. So Kirihara is actually okay.
A little bit of a free hit there with that dash attack.
Yeah, he was playing so safe, but then he goes for the greedy option. Unfortunately, though, Kirihara still have a mountain to climb to bring this one back. See what he can do here.
All right, fourth row.
Where it starts.
Then to the dash attack. Slowly trying to build up this lead.
Yeah, but as long as he keeps Luma. Oh!
That could have been potentially big for Kirihara, but he's still going with these juggles. Bringing it back very, very slowly. 2 minutes on the clock.
Oh, dash attack gets him out of there. Kirihara's going to have to play as safe as he can until Luma comes back. That's what he's going to have to rely on to get this early stock, especially with that time winding down ever so slightly. Every little hit Salem gets is just icing on the cake.
Trying to find the back air. We got the jabs, though. Doesn't complete it. Oh, the up air to keep Salem off, and it actually makes it back to the stage.
Yeah, but at the cost of his Luma there. Salem's usually still getting rid of that.
Oh, okay. I like that fade back away.
Oh, but catches the neutral get up. Salem clutching it out in the game 5. really solid stuff from Salem. I believe that was the reverse 3-0.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from Salem. Are we going to see a pose from Salem, or was that the extent of it? Oh, okay, there we go. You work at Salem.
I like it. I like this. I like this new Salem, man.
Yeah,
great stuff there coming out there from Salem. In a matchup that he definitely does struggle in. Still yet to get that set over the buzz, but coming victorious here over Kirihara. That's really bodes well for him for this event. And yeah, great stuff to Kirihara as well. I think a lot of people just kind of expected that to be a watch. It's Salem. He is the EVO champion. Just won a big tournament over Zero last week. So good stuff to Kirihara to keep it very competitive. But Salem is going to take that one game 5.
Yeah, we got some lead pace here, and there it is. The forward smash seemed to be doing a lot of work in the beginning. That was pretty much the only way that Salem was able to get those stocks, but Kirihara immediately answering back with the forward smash of his own.
Ooh, I really like his reactions on the witch time and the spot dodges. Closing out the up smashes very consistently.
I love Salem's reactions. He always looks like he's enjoying the game.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was down 2-0 like, potentially out of his first set.
Oh, yeah, the jab Nero was not able to take it, but like you said before, was able to catch him, drifting down, trying to get in position for the ABK, it looked like. He was able to get that back air.
This is a really strong edge guard. No tech coming out there from Kirihara. Didn't even really get to work with the lead he got.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. He's always so stoic, but then every now and then in the game it looks like he's really, really getting into it.
Yep, and that was the start of the comeback there. Really strong edge guard. Part of what makes the matchup kind of difficult for Rosalina. It's no hitbox on that OB, and Bayonetta, look at this, can just go so deep off stage.
Yeah, I mean, Kirihara was able to get those techs earlier, but just near the end wasn't able to quite get them. Yeah, I went really deep for that and had no chance of making it back.
That jobs on there was crazy. Bayonetta privilege, man.
Very, very brave coming from Salem as well. And this was the ledge situation, able to close it out with that back air. Nothing that Kirihara could have really done there, it looked like. Yeah, so beautiful set so far and a great way to start off Group D here today, folks. But we're going to kick it off and go to Soylent's Bars Bar. Take it away.
All right, so this is going to happen. As Salem keeps taking more games and potentially more sets within his pool, my mentions are going to blow up because right now there's a lot of talk, a lot of contention for the #1 spot in the PGR before this season between Salem and Zero. Zero being a 3-time PGR #1 ranked player in the world. Salem is in my opinion, and the numbers don't lie, probably in the 2nd spot. Now, what we just saw was a 3-2 against Kirihara. Kirihara being so dormant all year. Surprised us that he even took 2 games, but he still did it. But I do want to remind everybody that for this season alone, among these 19 here, and by the way, if you don't have a set on the 19 here, then I'm sorry that you can't really be that relevant in the top 10. But Salem's 26-17 compared to Zero's 44-14. That's almost a double amount of wins that he's got on him. It is almost 30-40, so maybe not double, but they are wins of high quality. Zero doesn't lose to anybody except those next to him. Same thing with Salem. They do have a couple lousy losses, but not too many. Those players never lose to anything. But when we're looking now that he's one up on Kirihara, he is 2-3 against MKLeo, who's also in his pool, as well as 1-1 with Shutone. Previously to this set with Kirihara, he had a 43% win rate within this pool. So if he keeps it up with what he's got, then he could come out on top as #1 or the 2nd seed depending on what happens. Because as we've seen so far, nothing, and absolutely nothing, matters except for the head-to-heads between all these players. So he did just win Midwest Mayhem X, taking 2 sets off Zero, but also giving him 1. So there's a lot of momentum that he's starting to garner, all right? But enough about that. We're going to throw it back to Strides and Sedgehog, who's going to talk about the next match. Take it away.
Oh man, all of those PGR implications.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. That was a really big talking point going into this event. For the very first time in the PGR rank, we have someone who could potentially dethrone Zero in Salem in this group, so that's a really good insight to get from Star.
Yeah, but we got our next match is going to be MKLeo versus Shuton, and so Z-Fly, take it away for us.
Let's meet the other half of Group D, MKLeo versus Shuton.
Definitely not the same type of entrance that we had from Salem. Yeah, everyone else is kind of normally going back up the stage now.
So this is an interesting set coming up here. We got Shuton versus MKLeo. So they have a very kind of historic set. It was not at a major or anything, but at a local, Shuton actually beat MK Leo in 2 sets. Of course, Leo was like, if it wasn't last season, maybe 2 seasons ago. So it's been a long time since they played, but we're getting the rematch here coming from MK Leo. And since then, I think he's picked up Corrin now, so we might actually see that the counter pick here against Shuton instead of the Cloud.
Yeah, there might be some experimentation coming here from MK Leo, especially since they haven't played in a while. But that MSM set, I recall very, very clearly. I believe the stream kind of broke for some reason. I'm not so sure who did that. I forgot what happened there. But here we go. Just putting in their controls. And this is going to be interesting to see for sure. MK Leo, obviously one of the people that's been hyped up at this tournament, but obviously there's a lot of interesting stuff that's been happening in this tournament. And I know Suarez says the numbers don't lie, but the numbers are getting kind of wacky today, if I can say so myself.
Definitely. We have people who have just been projected to do so well, and then the upsets have just been incredible. Everyone has come to this event to win it. No matter what their past record is with their opponent, they're here to show up on this stage where it matters the most. So yeah, not going to count on anyone here.
Happy to see Shuton traveling to the States a little bit more often. A couple of times that he's been here, he actually did take a set off 0 in a very clutch fashion, actually. So happy to see more Olimar representation, and just the way Shuton plays is so smart, especially with a character that a lot of people I know doubt every now and then.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see him play because a lot of people think that Olimar is just a very defensive character, but when I watch Shuton play, he's super aggressive. And it's just a really cool treat to watch.
Yeah, and you can see on the screen there, it looks like MK Leo's going with the Corrin. I know Shuton has a Shulk that he used against Ryuga, actually, so he might actually go that. We might actually be seeing a counter pick war as well.
Oh, man. I think, Leo's locked into the Corrin, but he's not going to go for the Shulk pick here. This is looking like Olimar versus Corrin here. So, yeah, I did kind of say that he was kind of not really go for the Cloud in this one, just because we know that Shuton in particular has had a Corrin problem in the past, dropping set to Cosmos, really reverse 3-0 situation with Ryuga in the past as well. So for Leo to use his really strong Corrin here in this match, I really want to see what Shuton's going to do to adapt to.
Yeah, might be using the Olimar just to see, maybe my main will work first. Let's go with that before we try out the Shulk. Here we go, though, pulling out those Pikmin immediately. Got the white on, but the Insta-Pin just immediately gets rid of that.
Yeah, really good stuff there from Leo. That wraps up so much damage at the start of the match. Like, you pretty much take the white damage, get the grab combo, next thing you know, you're at 60+%.
Yeah, looks like Shuton right now is just throwing out all the Pikmin. Isn't really trying to condition his shield to get those grabs, and looks like he's spacing with those fares first before he tries to go for anything. MK Leo with his control gets that up air. Gonna force a low recovery. Let's see what MK Leo does here at the ledge.
Brilliant use of the whistle. I actually did not want to get stunned there because it would just be an easy pin for Leo, and on this stage I can kill incredibly early. Part of what makes this matchup so difficult for Olimar is when he tries to swing, those long disjoint hitboxes with Corrin, they just cut out all of his hitboxes. But look at the white damage there. Almost got the tech chase with the back air from the purple. Actually could have been the stock.
Yeah, slowly racking up that damage. Olimar does have a purple online and a blue, so if he can get into that percent where he can get potentially an up throw with the blue or just a heavy back air with the purple Pikmin, could be curtains for MK Leo very soon.
So the ledge, still having the purple, not going to be the stock, but being a really optimal lineup coming out from Shuton. Not getting the tipper pin, he's going to hang on just barely. And that was going to land.
Very, very incredible movement from Shuton, using that up B to go right over that dragon shot, but unfortunately still going to lose his stock here, and MK Leo with a slight advantage.
Yes, that's another thing that makes it difficult. Olimar, very poor landing options, and Corrin, one of the best players at juggling, but great catch. Reacting to the jump from the pin. There's a little bit of lag when you do go for that option, and I really like that Shuton reacted very quickly and immediately got that stock off, but not really letting Leo work with the lead.
Oh man, and that meaty back air already 15% on the MK Leo. He's got to be a little bit careful. Gets that throw, going to be big damage so far. Double up air, trying to maintain the control, but just lands with the nair. We're back in neutral. Shuton immediately goes in with that fair, trying to maintain as much control as possible.
Yeah, and this is what Shuton wants. He wants to pin him at the stage here, get his lineup ready, make it very difficult for Leo to press any buttons.
That's big damage. Pikmin, yeah. Okay, get that grab. Back throws him off stage, actually.
Double purple here. Double going to get off the stage. Ooh, power shields that up smash. Almost.
Yeah, double purple and a blue. That actually looks pretty scary for MK Leo. He's got only one purple back online now.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing from Shuton. the whistle to get to the ground, that was the only way he could have landed past that. Spot dodges the very frame of the bite and sneaks in for its smash. Shuton actually taking the first game with the Olimar here.
Yeah, definitely worked out there. Let's see if we get a switch on NK Leo, but it looks like he's going to stick to it.
He's locked in, and I'm really happy to see the combination between both these players. Shuton, despite his really poor record in this matchup, he's very confident in his Olimar versus Leo. And Leo, he's confident, even though he just dropped that first game, that he can bring it back with the corners. So let's see what he does here.
Yeah, we're going to FD for our first game. We got red, blue, and white online.
FD really strong choice, I feel, because with no platforms, it's going to be even harder for Olimar to land. So if he ever gets put in a juggle situation, he'll like touching the ground. But what's going to help Shuton here is there's so much room for him to just harass him with the Pikmin